Good morning. This is Father Stephen Kelly from St. John's Church in Detroit. We're continuing our series of daily morning meditations, where we generally look at one or another of the lessons that are assigned for morning or evening prayer, what is known as the daily office lectionary. I thought today, for the Friday after Ash Wednesday, we take a look at the lessons assigned from the first letter of Paul to the Corinthians. We're on the first chapter, beginning at verse 18. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved it is the power of God. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Hath not God made foolish the wisdom of this world? For after that in the wisdom of God the world by wisdom knew not God. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek wisdom. But we preach Christ crucified, unto the Jews a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks foolishness. But unto them that are called, both Jews and Greeks, Christ the power of God and the wisdom of God. Because the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. But God hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And God hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. And base things of the world, and the things which are despised hath God chosen, yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are, that no flesh should glory in his presence. But of him are ye in Christ Jesus, who of God is made unto us wisdom and righteousness and sanctification and redemption, that according as it is written, he that glorieth, let him glory in the Lord. Okay, so great reading. St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians. Remember, he's writing to these communities, and he writes 2 letters to the community in Corinth. It's a very important place in the Greek region, and to have people embracing the gospel of Jesus Christ in this town is a real grace-filled Thanksgiving thing, and Paul wants to encourage them, as he does all the communities, in the faith. Of course, we know they'll eventually share these letters with each other, all of these early Christian communities. Interesting, because I think that it's important for us to grasp that you don't have to be smart to get to heaven. Whew. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be stupid either. Right? In fact, in comparison to the cross of Christ, what we need to be is faithful. What we need to be is believing. Now, if we are smart, we can use that wisdom to learn more and more about God in order for us to then share that with others and help those. We've used part of the Greek wisdom series, systems, right, from Aristotle and Plato, have helped us to be able to express things about what God has revealed to us through scriptures. We've helped with some of those methods, have been helpful, right? We don't take their theology, but we use some of the wisdom. And of course, God has the power for signs, and sometimes those work out too. But as St. Paul tries to drive across in this particular lesson, this part of the lesson, is that what ultimately is important is that it's about Jesus Christ. It's not about the things of the flesh. It's not about how smart you are. It's not about how many books you read. It's not whether you've passed the exam, done well on your SAT, any of those sort of things, how many degrees you have, right? And we even see this in the lives of the saints. We have a guy like Thomas Aquinas who wrote volumes and volumes about the nature of God. He gave us an insight of who God is in ridiculously wonderful ways, right? And then we have saints who could barely read, if at all. That wasn't what it was about. It was about the love of Jesus, that they believed that Jesus Christ was Lord and embraced him. So I want to know more. I want to read more. I want to study more. But more importantly, I want to pray more to build up that relationship. But all in all, it is God who has done the work for us, has died on the cross for us. And it is by grace through faith that we are saved. So today's Friday. We start our big Friday adventure for Lent. In Fridays in Lent, we do 11:15 Holy Communion, and then at noon we have Stations of the Cross with benediction. Now, if you can only make it to the 11:15 Mass, it's about half an hour. Come for that. If you can only come for Stations of the Cross and benediction, that's about 25, 30 minutes. Come for that. If you can come at 11:15 and stay till 12:30, then do that. But make sure you do that at least on one of the Fridays this year in Lent. It'll be good for you, and your presence will be good for us. And I hope that your Friday is full of blessings.